Does your partner usually complain that you have poor communication skills? Or have you realized that your partner has poor communication skills? Are you ready to learn and make things better? Then stay tuned. This video is for you. Wagwan, me people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. If you are new here, you are welcome. Kindly subscribe. If you are old here, you are the road G, and that's on period. We are in the pre-Xmas season. I hope you are taking good care of yourselves. I hope you are reflecting on how the year went, the mistakes you did, the things which went wrong, the things which went well. I hope you are learning from your mistakes and you are planning on how to make things better in the year ahead. You know your girl never disappoints, and I'm back today with another juicy topic. Today we are talking about effective communication strategies in relationships. You all will agree with me that communication is one of the most important keys in relationships, if not the most important. Communication is very important in every relationship. The ability to express your feelings, the ability to express your needs, the ability to understand your partner when he or she expresses their needs and feelings. It's very important. If you and your partner have poor communication skills, then you should know that the probability of you having a successful relationship is very low. So stick with me as I take you through these effective communication strategies. Let's go. The first effective communication strategy everyone should adopt in their relationship is active listening. What is active listening? Active listening, not just listening, but giving the person your undivided attention. When your partner is trying to share something important with you, you have to give them your undivided attention. In that short period, you have to be able to sacrifice your time. That's not when you are going to surf through the internet, chat with other people, scroll through TikTok and all of that. You have to give them your undivided attention and listen attentively. Maintain eye contact, avoid distractions, and listen with rapt attention. Also, ask open-ended questions to encourage sharing. Avoid short answers and acting like you're not interested in whatever the person is saying. Like, okay, okay, No, ask open-ended questions. When someone is sharing something with you and you want them to know that you are listening to them actively, you have to ask them open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are questions that cannot be answered with yes or no. So you give the person room to explain themselves, such as, okay, what are you going to do next? Okay, what really happened? Explain things to me. What are we going to do? What can I do to help? Those are open-ended questions. So it shows the person that you are listening to them and you give them the chance to explain everything to you. Lending your partner a listening ear goes a long way to strengthen your relationship. So kindly put that into practice. The second strategy is clear expression of needs and feelings. You have to be specific and direct about your needs and your feelings. Express yourself. Don't expect your partner to magically know how you feel. When you are hurt, don't expect them to know that, okay, you are hurt. Sometimes people know what they've done to you, but other times you have to spare people. Not everyone realizes that they have offended you. So you have to express yourself. If your partner offends you, you have to easily open up to him or her. It should be easier for you to open up to your partner than to open up to outsiders about what your partner did to you. Do you get it? Let them know what they did to hurt you. Not everyone realizes when they wrong you. So bring it to their notice and don't expect them to magically know everything. Do you get it? You have to be able to express yourself. Don't hide your feelings, expecting them to know that this is how you are feeling. No, sometimes you need to talk. Avoid blaming or attacking language. When there is an issue, that's not the right time to push blames. Maybe the person is to blame, but you should do it tactfully. Yes. You don't have to blame them. You did everything. You are to blame. I'm blaming you. You are the cause of everything and all of that. That will only worsen the case. In the heat of the moment, if you push blames, that will only worsen the case. So you should know how to do it tactfully. You don't have to attack them that they are the cause of everything and make them feel bad or feel worse than they are already feeling. And practice assertive communication. Assertive communication is a type of communication where you express yourself in a direct, clear, and honest manner without disrespecting the other party. You do not have to necessarily disrespect someone when you're trying to make your feelings, your woes, or your problems known. Do it in an appropriate manner. The third strategy is emotional intelligence and empathy. Emotional intelligence is a whole topic on its own, and we are going to discuss it some other time. But today, we are just going to say a few things about it. Also, empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoe, trying to feel what they are feeling. With this strategy, you have to recognize and validate each other's emotions. Keep it here that once you enter into a relationship, it's not all about you. It takes two to tango. So, Titi Mechina Miso Titi Wechi, do you get it? It's about two people. You don't talk about yourself alone in a relationship. That is being selfish. You have to recognize and validate the other person's emotions too. It's not all about you. Try and feel how they feel. Try and understand how they feel. Put yourself in their shoes. Do you get it? That's how the relationship is going to work. But if you make everything about you, trust me, it's not going to work. Practice self awareness and self regulation. You have to be aware of yourself, be aware of your wrong deeds. You don't have to always wait for your partner to pinpoint the things that you are doing wrongly. You have to always scrutinize yourself, line up the things that you are doing, pinpoint the ones that are wrong, and work on them. You don't have to always wait for someone to pinpoint what you are doing wrongly. That is when you always get offended. But if you are trying to work on yourself, you are trying to be a better person, you are easing your partner off their burden. Show understanding and compassion. Show your partner that you care. Don't be a nonchalant partner. Don't act like I don't care. Whatever happens, happens. No. Show them that you understand them. You are ready to understand them and show them that you care. That's the only way you are going to get that compassion back. And develop a growth mindset. Always be ready to learn new things. Don't think that you are Mr. Know It All, Madam Know It All. You don't know everything. Always be ready to learn new things. If your partner pinpoints certain things that you're doing wrongly, try to learn, try to be a better version of yourself. Don't think that you know everything. You don't. The fourth strategy is conflict resolution. Address conflicts promptly and constructively. When there is a conflict, you don't have to wait till both of you have gotten over it or you found your personal solutions to the problem before you address it. By then, most people, if you are like me, you would have forgotten whatever happened. Not that you're going to forget completely, but the most important parts, for me, I'll forget. So you have to address your issues promptly. If you decide not to address it in the heat of the moment, because usually it doesn't go well, you should address it as soon as possible or when necessary. You have to do it in a constructive manner. Do it tactfully. You don't just say anything. When some partners have issues or have conflicts, that's when they use toxic words on each other, as if they are not going to talk to each other again. But you will. So you don't say in the heat of the moment, I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm telling you my mind. I'm telling you whatever I want to tell you. No. You have to be constructive about it. Even if you are angry, be constructive about it. Because there are certain things you say and you cannot take them back. Focus on the issue, not the person. You may have a partner who usually offends you or has done many things in the past. When you have an issue, that's when you are going to recount everything the person has done in the past. Meanwhile, you forgave them and you said, oh, I've forgiven you, we are over it and all of that, we are good. But now there is another issue and you are recounting everything that has happened in the past. No, don't focus on the person. Focus on the issue at stake and deal with it. When you recount everything that has happened in the past when there is a present issue, it doesn't help matters. It doesn't help the issue to get resolved. It worsens the issue. Also, use non-defensive language and tone. Be mindful of your language and your tone when there is a conflict. Don't try to push blames. Don't try to defend yourself and push all the blame to the other person. And usually those people who push the blames are the ones to be blamed. Then they'll be pushing the blame. They refuse to realize that they are to be blamed or they have a part to play in whatever has happened. They will push all the blame to the other party. They are always right. No, you don't have to behave that way. Don't try to push blames. Don't try to defend yourself. Don't try to always act like the victim when you have actually done something wrong. When there is a conflict, seek common ground and compromise. So after coming at each other, after telling each other hurtful things, after telling them whatever they've done wrong and all of that, seek common ground. There are some people, when you have issues with them, they're not ready to settle. Let's fight till that kingdom come. What do you gain from that? So you have to seek common ground. After saying all those things, seek a common ground. Okay, what are we going to do? This is what I did that wasn't right, so I'm going to stop. This is what you did and wasn't right. You, the other part, if you are on the other hand, you have to also accept your faults and be ready to let things work. You have to compromise. In a relationship, you should know it's not about you now. It's about two people. So you have to be ready to compromise. You have to meet the other person halfway. It's not only about you. I don't do this. I do this. I like it this way. It's not only about you. It's about two people. So you should be ready to compromise. Thank you. The fifth and the last effective communication strategy, but not the least, is technology and communication. First of all, you have to set boundaries around technology use. That one is not even about relationships. It's not only about relationships. Even as a single person, for your mental health and for your well-being, you should limit your technology use. Set boundaries around how much time you spend on your phone. Prioritize face-to-face communication. I always tell people that the best type of communication is face-to-face. For instance, when you text someone and they have an offensive reply for you, they'll just insult you in their room. Then calm down, then they'll text you a lovely reply. Do you get it? That's not the only importance of face-to-face communication, but I'm trying to let you understand. With long distance relationships where you seldomly meet your partner, you have to prioritize video calls, voice messages, and all of that. For the text messages, you can update them while you are busy and you cannot talk. You can just text them. Sometimes you may be busy and you don't have the time to talk. That's what text messages are used for. You may not feel like talking. But when you want to build intimacy and more connection with your partner, you have to focus more on the video calls, the voice calls, and all of that. Avoid misinterpreting tone or intent in digital communication. Usually, you may mistakenly interpret your partner with digital communication, because that one, the person is not speaking directly to you, so you don't really know the tone when they are telling you whatever they are telling you. And in our modern days, we've abused the use of emojis in such a way that if someone types something which is jovial without adding those laughing emojis, it's hard for you to get the joke. So you should try to understand. You should try not to misinterpret whatever your partner is trying to say. Don't conclude, don't find meanings to whatever someone is trying to say. If you don't understand anything, try to get them to explain things to you. Don't misinterpret them. We are done with the 5 strategies, but I want to give you a few tips with effective communication in different relationship stages. So for newly formed relationship, you want to focus on building trust and intimacy. For established relationships, the one that you know that, okay, this one there, we are there. This is a serious relationship. You want to maintain connection. The connection you have already, you want to maintain it and address conflict constructively. And with long distance relationships, you want to stay connected and manage your challenges. There are lots of challenges when it comes to every relationship, but with long distance relationship, it's a different thing altogether. But if you work your way through it, if you come together as a team and work your way through it, everything is going to be fine. We've come to the end of this video. Kindly share, please share it with your partner, share it with your family, share it with your friends. Let it be visible. Let this video be visible to other people. Don't gatekeep, okay? Don't be selfish. Share it to other people too, so that they can learn a few things to strengthen their relationships. Kindly subscribe, like, and turn on your post notification, and don't forget to comment. There is definitely going to be a part 2 of this video, so stay tuned. Till we meet again, it's bye-bye.